move to network layer. So network layer is responsible for the source to destination delivery of a packet, possibly across multiple networks. So the keyword to identify about network layer is usually it mention source to destination, then packet. Okay, kalau you nak tahu, kalau soalan tu sebut packet, sebut source to destination, itu adalah transmission dekat network layer. Kalau dia sebut frames, okay, itu adalah data link layer. Kalau dia sebut bit stream, itu adalah physical layer. Okay, we come back to network layer. Whereas the data link layer oversees the delivery of the packet between two systems on the same network, the network layer ensures that each packet gets from its point of origin to its final destination. Okay, if two systems are connected to the same link, there is usually no need for a network layer. Okay, contoh macam tadi, saya tunjuk, katalah transmission antara A dengan D yang berada dalam satu local area network yang sama. Okay, kebiasaannya untuk kes sebegini, network layer tidak diperlukan kerana kedua-dua sender dan receiver berada dalam network yang sama. They are in the same network. But for the transmission, for example, between B and G, okay, both sender and receiver are located in different local area networks, Okay, for this case, we need for network layer. Okay, so if two systems are attached to different networks with connecting devices between the network, okay, macam yang tadi kita tengok ada router kat tengah tu, there is often a need for the network layer to accomplish source to destination delivery. Dalam kes sebegitu yang melibatkan dua network yang berbeza, network layer is needed. Kalau tak, cukuplah sekadar data link layer untuk handle the packet, the frames. Okay, so now let's look at the duties of network layer. So network layer, the first one is logical addressing. Kalau dia sebut logical addressing, itu adalah network layer. Kalau dia sebut physical addressing, itu adalah data link layer. Okay, what is logical addressing? The physical addressing implemented by data link layer handles the addressing problem locally. If a packet pass the network boundary, maksudnya sender dan receiver berada dalam network yang berbeza, we need another addressing system to help distinguish the source and destination system. Okay, routing. Okay, the second duty of network layer is routing. When independent networks or links are connected to create an internetwork, okay, internetwork ni adalah network of networks. Bila dua atau lebih network bergabung, tak kisahlah LAN dengan LAN ke, LAN dengan WAN ke, LAN dengan MAN ke, asalkan dua ataupun lebih network, itu dipanggil internetwork. Okay, ataupun internet with small I. Okay. When independent networks or links are connected to create an internetwork or a large network, the connecting devices called routers or switches route or switch the packet to their final destination. So, fungsi routing ni dijalankan oleh router dan dia berada di bawah responsibility of network layer. Okay, nanti at the end of this chapter, we are going to look at what is the difference between logical addressing dengan physical addressing. Okay, so for the time being, you have to know the responsibilities of each layer first. Okay, next is transport layer. Okay, for transport layer, you have the keyword process to process delivery of the entire message. Okay, dia akan sebut process to process delivery. Okay, transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery, whereas the network layer oversees host to host destination delivery of individual packet. Okay, network layer akan menghantar data daripada source to destination. However, it does not recognize any relationship between those packet. Okay. Transport layer dia just hantar je. Dia tidak tahu sebarang perkaitan antara packet yang dia hantar. Mungkin kalau data tu besar, dia akan dipecahkan kepada beberapa packet. Dan bila sampai ke receiver, packet tu mungkin sampai dalam keadaan yang tidak tersusun. Jadi, that is the responsibility of of transport layer to ensure that the whole message arrive intact and in order. Jadi salah satu fungsi transport layer ni adalah untuk memastikan mesej yang sampai berterabur kepada receiver tu disusun, okay, dalam susunan yang sepatutnya. Okay. So, okay, network layer treat each one independently as though each piece belong to a separate message, whether or not it does. Okay. So, duties of transport layer is port addressing. Okay, apakah itu port addressing? Okay, computers often run several processes, running programs at the same time. Okay, contohnya katalah you buka komputer, dalam masa yang sama you main online game, you buka email, you check your result dekat website your ITM. Okay, so your computer are running 3 programs at the same time. Game, email, lepas tu website your ITM untuk check result. So for this reason, process-to-process delivery means delivery not only from one computer to the next, but also from a specific process of one computer to a specific process on the other. Okay, contohlah katalah dalam masa yang sama you buka juga katalah Facebook or whatever, media sosial. Okay, jadi bila you nak browse your result, okay, yang tu you browse dekat website your ATM, dia tak akan mungkin bila result tu nak dipaparkan dia keluar dekat you punya Facebook. Dia tak mungkin tersalah browse, tersalah window, ataupun dia keluar dekat you punya game punya window. Okay, why? Because there is port addressing. Okay, so port addressing ni akan menentukan that the correct packet goes into the correct running. The port addressing will ensure that the correct data will go to the correct process on the computer. Maksudnya walaupun komputer tu run berapa banyak proses sekalipun, data yang kita request tetap akan masuk kepada proses yang betul. Maksudnya apa yang you request untuk nampak di browser UiTM punya web akan keluar di web UiTM. Dia tak akan tertukar masuk ke browser yang you tengah browse media sosial ataupun browser yang you tengah browse email. Okay, so so the transport layer header must therefore include a type of address called port address. Okay, semua itu dijalankan ataupun dihandle oleh port address. Okay, so the network layer, sebelum ni kita bercakap tentang network layer. Network layer gets each packet to the correct computer. But now transport layer gets the entire message to the correct process on that computer. Okay, jadi bukan sahaja kita perlu pastikan data tu sampai daripada source device ke destination device dengan selamat, tapi kita kena pastikan juga dia masuk ke proses yang tengah running, proses yang betul. Okay. Another duty of transport layer is segmentation and reassembly. Okay, a message is divided into transmittable segment. Each segment contains a sequence number. These numbers enable the transport layer to reassemble the message correctly upon arrival at the destination and to identify and replace packet that were lost in the transmission. Okay, salah satu fungsi transport layer ni selain daripada port addressing, dia juga akan handle segmentation and reassembly. How it handle segmentation and reassembly? Okay, data yang panjang biasanya akan dipecahkan kepada beberapa bahagian. Okay, di network layer, di data link layer kita panggil dia frame, di network layer kita panggil dia packet, dan di transport layer keyword dia adalah segment. Okay, setiap segmen akan diletakkan dengan sequence number supaya bila sampai ke sebelah receiver, it is easy for transport layer to identify and to rearrange back the message supaya mungkin kadang-kadang packet 2 sampai dulu baru packet 1. Okay, packet 5 sampai dulu baru packet 3. Jadi salah satu fungsi transport lainnya adalah untuk menyusun semula message yang sampai kepada receiver supaya berada dalam susunan yang betul. Jadi macam mana dia susun? Berdasarkan sequence number yang diletakkan pada setiap segment of data. Okay, next, another duty of transport layer is connection control. Okay, the transport layer can be either connectionless or connection oriented. Connectionless means the transport layer treat each segment as independent packet and delivers it to the transport layer at the destination machine. Okay, kalau connectionless, transport layer akan hantar setiap segmen tu secara independent, maksudnya one by one. Okay, kalau connection oriented, for a connection oriented, transport layer makes a connection with the transport layer at the destination machine first before delivering the packet. After all the data are transferred, the connection is terminated. Okay, berbanding connection oriented ni transport layer akan establish connection dulu, barulah dia hantar semua segmen. Okay, habis barulah dia akan putuskan connection tu. Okay, kalau connectionless, dia akan hantar je. Okay, tanpa establish connection dengan receiver. Okay, another two more duties for transport layer. Sama macam data link layer, dia juga handle flow control and error control. Okay, so error control in the transport layer, sending transport layer make sure that the entire message arrive at the receiving transport layer without error. Maksudnya tanpa sebarang kerosakan, loss or duplication. Okay, so error correction is usually achieved through retransmission. Okay, the last one is application layer. Application layer enables the user with the human or software to access the network. It provides user interfaces and support for services such as email, electronic mail, remote file access and transfer, access to World Wide Web, etc. So, kita sebagai end user sebenarnya dealing with application layer yang kita hantar email semua tu, kita browse website, okay, kita share file semua, remote file access dan transfer semua tu adalah menggunakan application layer. Okay, layer yang direct dengan user adalah application layer. So duties of application layer, these are the duties of application layer. Mail services, okay, provide basis for email forwarding and storage. Okay, file transfer and access allows user to access file in a remote host to make changes or read data, retrieve file from a remote computer for use in the local computer and manage or control file in a remote computer locally. A remote login, okay, user can log into a remote computer and access the resources of that computer. Okay, remote login ni, contohnya saya nak access, saya kat rumah, saya nak access komputer saya di office, saya boleh set sebagai remote login. Okay. Okay. Then accessing the World Wide Web. Ini adalah antara duties of application layer. Okay, next, this is the summary of internet model. Okay, for this part, just the summary, you can read on your own.